Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. So I woke up, getting ready for work and all that. And anyway, I'm gonna be doing that from home today. But I caught Mickey Mouse fan, and Lisa, and I wanted to talk about it. Okay, I said I wouldn't be covering Lisa as much anymore, but I just wanted to cover this because I think it's so important, to explain why we get upset with people like Lisa. She's in active addiction, but she refuses to pick herself up. I was an addict and I knew that no one could help me until I was ready to help myself. And everything that Lisa says and does is manipulation. She knows that she has to be the one to pick herself up. She is not going to rehab. And now she's acting as if she can't go to rehab. She's putting it on everyone else's shoulders. Why she won't go to rehab? Because you guys, you Yinz, won't help her with food and cigarettes and all the things. So that's prohibiting her from going to rehab. That's a lie. That's all manipulation. That's a guilt trip to make you guys feel like, because she doesn't take any blame for her own decisions, her own life choices. So that's the way to keep making herself the victim and blaming all of you guys. You're the reason why she hasn't gone to rehab, why she won't go to rehab, why she's given up on life. Just forget it. Forget it. I don't care anymore. I'm not going to rehab because I haven't gotten any help. She continues to get money. People send her money. If she really wasn't getting any money, she would not come on TikTok at all. If coming live on TikTok resulted in no money for her, she would not come on live at all. Trust me. She would prefer to get money on the back end, of course. She would prefer to get money in private, of course. But she still gets money on her lives. Not as much as she gets when she harasses people privately. You know what I mean? Because she hits up multiple people with the same sob story and keeps berating them and browbeating them until they relent and give it to her. So she doesn't get as much as she gets privately, but she still gets something, or else she wouldn't go live. So let's listen to Lisa for a little bit with her sob story. Her, woe is me.
Anything. So, no, ma'am. I know I have no friends. I know. I'm still trying to get something to eat. Still trying to get something to eat. Still trying to get down there if I can. I'm not going because I can't. Nobody sent anything to help. I didn't get to eat. I didn't get shit. And it's going to be pointless. It's pointless, guys. I'm not looking for somewhere to fucking sleep. I'm looking for help. So, like real help. If I go in and do that, I take it very seriously and I am getting the help. It's not going to be a 20-day vacation and then come out and do the same fucking shit. That's not the way that works. So, that's it. It's not a game, ma'am. My life is not a game. My life is not a game, okay? You may think it is. You may be entertained by me every minute of my life being fucking miserable, but I'm not entertained at all, actually. Not even for a fucking second. Not for a goddamn second. You may think it is. You may be entertained by me every minute of my life being fucking miserable, but I'm not entertained at all, actually. Not even for a fucking second. Not for a goddamn second. So, I'm glad Share Fan and all you guys are that disgusting that you think me. Oh, another thing. My face stopped swelling, but now my ankle is swollen up like a pregnant person. I don't know why. And something's really wrong with me, and I don't know what it is. And, I just noticed it today. My one ankle is like 4 times the size of the other ankle, and it's getting bigger and bigger by the minute, and I don't know what the fuck's going on with it, so. Oh well. I've had multiple people lie to me today. Everybody was going to help. Guess how much help I got? Just guess. Because I'm back, so guess how much help I got. Even Kim lied to me. Kim told me that she was going to help, and she didn't help. So, you guys will be happy about that. She stopped answering her phone and just didn't help. So, whatever. It is what it is, Does anybody have any idea why my ankle would be swollen like that? Ma'am, I'm not asking for money for a ride to the hospital. Getting a ride is the least of my worries to the hospital. It's food, cigarettes, and I explained it earlier, guys. I explained it. I was very honest and upfront, and it did me no favors. So, I put on there. I am not worried about that. That is the least of my worries. Nobody's listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. It's okay. I'm not supposed to go yet, I guess. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Really isn't a big.
So Lisa wants to convince everyone that she is at her breaking point. This is not fun. This is not entertaining. You guys think this is fun and entertaining. No, I can guarantee you I don't think any of this is fun or entertaining, Lisa. You come on here and want to blame and manipulate everyone else that they're the reason why you haven't taken your life seriously, why you haven't chosen to pick yourself up and do better, why you haven't chosen rehab. Do you forget that you pretended that you were in Baltimore at rehab or 10 minutes away from rehab? Do you forget that you pretended that? And now you're just back in Pittsburgh, like with no explanation of how you even got back to Pittsburgh. You were never in Baltimore. We all know that, right? But you continue to lie and blame everyone else for why you're not in rehab. Oh, because you guys won't send me money for the canteen or for cigarettes, for my toiletries. I need quarters to make phone calls. Girl, what are you talking about? First of all, who needs quarters? Where are their payphones? Where are there still payphones, girl? What are you even talking about? And if you go into a rehab, they have their main line that they will allow people to use once you get out of a blackout, right? When you first go into rehab, for the most part, okay, you're there 7 days, like you're in a detox for 7 days immediately. And usually you're on a blackout because those are the crucial days. That's when people want to leave the most, and because you're in withdrawal, you're uncomfortable, right? So that's a sensitive time. So they usually keep you on blackout so that to try to lessen or eliminate you having outside interference. If you call your husband and he's like, "Oh, the kids, we miss you," that can cause people to leave rehab early. If you speak to your mom, all of these factors, you're already you don't want to be there, right? So they try to eliminate these external factors from deterring you and making you leave rehab early. So you're usually on a blackout. Once you get over the 7 days, then you go into the other part of rehab, and they will allow you to call your family and let your family know, "Hey, I'm okay." And not every place does the blackout for 7 days. When I was in rehab in Pennsylvania, that's how it went for me. They knew that I was teetering on the edge of wanting to leave. So they said, if you get through the 7 days, we will allow you to call whomever you want. Back then, there were payphones. There was like a payphone there, and I didn't have to even pay for it. I didn't have to pay for the payphone. They knew many of us were destitute coming in off the streets, so I didn't have to pay for it. They had a payphone type booth, but it was free access. You know what I mean? You had a certain amount of time you could use the phone, only scheduled times you could use the phone, but you didn't have to pay. So now Lisa's talking about the time that we're in. Payphones are a thing of the past. Okay, rehabs are not going to have payphones. They'll allow you to use their main line, and all these other things. So she's saying all this antiquated stuff because that's how long Lisa hasn't been in rehab. That she still thinks that there's cigarette vending machines. That's not a thing, because rehabs are not only for people over 21. There are people that are 18, 19. They are not able to buy cigarettes legally, so they could not have cigarette vending machines there because it's not an over 21 only facility. So she's saying these things as if she knows, when she hasn't been to rehab in 20 years, so she has no idea. Okay? She's continuing to blame everybody else for the reasons why she won't save her life. And that is so harmful and so manipulative for her to keep blaming Yinz for why she refuses to go to rehab. The only one thinking that her life is a joke is Lisa. The only one wallowing in self-pity is Lisa. She's the only one that has the ability to pick herself up and get help. She will continue to blame everyone else because she is the eternal victim. She's an entitled brat, okay, who hasn't even realized that her life has been unmanageable for over 20 years. She lost her children, lost her housing, all of these things, her family. You know, her relationships have all fallen to the wayside because she keeps choosing crack cocaine, and she still is not accepting any responsibility for the fact that she has made these choices. She has pushed everyone away. She still expects everyone else to foot the bill for her while she continues to use her drugs every day, all day. And you guys just keep digging in your pockets for her because she's not to blame for choosing this, for not even seeing that her children are aching for a mom. Like, even if her son doesn't want anything to do with her right now because of the hurt, the pain, the resentment, all of that he feels, that doesn't mean that that won't change over time. That doesn't mean that you still don't try to pick yourself up and hopefully one day have a relationship with your children, with your grandchild. That's insane to me. And everybody feeling bad for Lisa and coddling Lisa and enabling Lisa will continue to allow her to play victim on the internet. Oh, my foot is so swollen. Call an ambulance. You have insurance. You're on maintenance medications. So call an ambulance. Your insurance will pay for the doctor visit. Go find out. She doesn't care about any of these things. She uses all of these things as feel bad for me. Oh my God, now I can't even walk. And all of this, these are all lies. And it's just exhausting listening to Lisa because it's same shit, different day. Same shit, different day with Lisa. And it's grotesque at this point because there are people that are struggling, that try hard, go out, work every day, are dealing with illnesses or dealing with family, all these things, and they put an H on their chest and they handle it. And then we have people like Lisa that want to smoke crack all day and want you to just keep funding it multiple times a day. And the things that they say, they browbeat people, they try to extort people, they try to blackmail people, they threaten people, all the things, and they keep getting rewarded. So it's infuriating to me because I fear for Lisa, and then I become so angry with her. So it's like a weird place that I'm in where I empathize and sympathize with the fact that she's caught in the grips of an addiction, but the fact that she refuses to help herself and won't, and she won't until a force greater than herself does it for her. My sons were the reason why I got into recovery, to begin with, why I got clean. It was for my sons. And then starting to make groups, I realized I had to do it for me to sustain it. But until Lisa realizes that, she's going to just keep being on rinse and repeat. So you guys just keep digging in your pockets and helping her be the entitled monster that she is. God bless her that it doesn't take her out.